on this episode of It's Finally Over, we have this from Cosmic Book News. Paramount set to win WB as Netflix backs out of Warner Brothers bid. Man, I thought this thing was done in December, and apparently it's not. I thought Netflix signed the deal over, and then somehow months later Paramount's still able to put up money. I have no idea how Paramount remotely has the money to do this. Do you really hear anyone talking about Paramount Plus ever? I had it for a weekend. We had the free trial of it and did not re-up it. We got rid of it very fast. We decided we're gonna watch football for the first time in forever. Put it on, realize that it's not all the games, it's just the local games, so who really cares? And then every commercial was RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, Star Trek was on there. That was cool, but do we really want a streaming service for just Star Trek? Obviously, WB has a pretty big library, but this list it's not that relevant today. That's the problem. Here's the quick list of it. Friends, great show, but is it really bringing in people these days? The Ocean movies, they were fun. I don't really see that as a big selling point. Gremlins, okay. Evil Dead, they make money. They're low budget horror movies. Mad Max, if it's not Fury Road, I really don't care. The others were okay. I watched the other ones. I'm like, I don't think I could really go back to this. The Matrix, yeah, they were good, but last one was so bad, and who knows what the hell Paramount's going to do with them afterwards. Beetlejuice, first one was good, second one was terrible, third one, they're eventually going to make it. So DC Comics, and I assume DC in general, that is the big one. That might be worth the entire thing, because that has the potential, if done right, to be just like Marvel. $1 billion movies every single time they put something in theaters. Fantastic shows every time they put something out there. The question is, will Paramount do that? Okay, they had Halo. Halo is a simple show to write. You start with the first game, you start with the first mission, and then you just play it and write down what you're watching. That's it. That's all the show had to be. But no. Paramount, in its infinite wisdom, gave us Master Cheeks. We got to see him without his mask on, got to see him lose his virginity, got to see all these characters that no one would have ever remotely cared about. And that's what you base your show on. One of the biggest games of Xbox's entire existence. Pretty much the game that put Xbox on the map. You make a show about it. You have the privilege to make a show about it. And this is what you do. This is Paramount that now has the rights of all these places. Yes, I understand Netflix is not blameless. Netflix has done a lot of bad, stupid things over the past few years. But you think they would have ruined Halo like that? I don't know, man. Then we got Adult Swim. Has it been relevant in forever? Tom and Jerry, not relevant in forever. The Jetsons. Now, a lot of these are really old shows that were really fantastic when they were out, and especially when I was younger. The problem is, I would like to see them keep going with these ideas. It's just, I don't know if I trust Paramount to do it. That is what I think the biggest problem I had with this company doing is, like, what are you guys going to do with this now? What are you possibly... You now have the entire DC library. You have the rights to make anything on it now. What are you doing? Are you going with James Gunn's movies, or are you just saying, no, you know what? You had your shot, you screwed it up, you are not the guy to do this, we're going to bring... Dare I say, can you imagine if they bring back Zack Snyder? You know what would be even funnier? Let's say, for example, they just kind of bring back Zack to do his own Superman movies and DC movies and stuff like that. So then we have the James Gunn universe, we have the Zack Snyder universe, and then we have the Matthew, whatever, the other guy writing the Batman. I don't know, man. Just keep pumping them out. If they're making money, and then we could just do a Crisis on Infinite Earth, something like that. You know what? That might work. And you know what? It might be fun too. Next thing on the list is Casablanca. If you think Casablanca has a single ounce of pull right now in the streaming world, you are out of your mind. Harry Potter, obviously a huge franchise. You could make 1,000 spin-offs of that. The problem is, the spin-offs that they made, Fantastic Beasts, they really weren't that fantastic. I watched the first one. I wanted to love them. Just, I couldn't get into them. Citizen Kane, who the hell cares? Goonies, great movie. Are you going to reboot that with an all-black and gay cast? Only time will tell. Scooby-Doo, massive library. Massive library. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, one of the best cartoon movies ever made. Then they decide to make a sequel of it. Terrible. Retconned everything. Everything about that was ridiculous. Will they go in that direction again? Who knows? Rick and Morty, great for a few seasons, didn't finish the show, do not care. Johnny Bravo, great show back then. Are they really going to continue that series? That'll be interesting to see. Looney Tunes, again, massive library. You have all these characters, you could do all these things with it. Will they take the opportunity to do that? I don't know. The Hangover series. First one was great, second one, third one, haven't seen it yet. Conjuring series, you know what? To its credit, The Conjuring makes money. Low budget horror movies make a lot of money. In fact, they should do that a lot more, it seems. Are they the best horror movies ever made? No. Are they fun? Absolutely they are. What are they going to do? I think they actually... Didn't they end the franchise? Or are they now doing a prequel series like everything else? That's probably the direction they're going in. Sopranos. Great show. Does it really have a lot of pull today? Who knows? Robot Chicken. Take it or leave it. Mortal Kombat. I guess. I like the other movie, the new one that came out. It was fun. Sequel 1 is the exact same movie again. You got the other two campy ones in the 90s. What's going to happen with that? Smiling Friends just canceled their franchise. They said, okay, we've done 3 seasons. Everyone loved it. We're going to stop doing it. You know what? I respect that. I respect that a lot because you don't want it to turn into Rick and Morty. Or like Archer, where they just ran out of ideas. Like, you know what? Let's just go to different time eras and just see how long we can last for. Flintstones, no one really cares, man. Boondocks, fun show, not relevant today. Adventure Time, it was a pretty good show, Adventure Time, but a lot of these things are just libraries. That's the problem. Like Sex and the City. You're really going to go back and binge watch Sex and the City? Everything? I don't know. I kind of wonder, like, what is the plan here? Now that you have these, is it just so people could watch the old stuff, or are you going to make new things? Final Destination. Again, low-budget movies. They make money somehow. I have no idea. I thought they were okay, but hey, if they're working, keep doing it. Cartoon Network. It's good that you have it, but, you know, who knows? Game of Thrones, great couple seasons. Ending absolutely sucked. Spin-off show, House of Dragons, and the 7th Night one. Those look like they're doing pretty good, so that's not a bad acquisition at all. Singing in the Rain, no one cares. Powerpuff Girls, great show, no one cares now. Clockwork Orange, no one cares. Big Bang Theory, just a library unless you're going to reboot that thing. Minecraft, billion-dollar movie. Endless ideas you can do with that one. I have no idea how it made that much money, but you know what? Keep doing it. If it that's what they have to look at right now. And I remember I saw these a woman in charge of Xbox or Microsoft these days. They're saying that she's not a gamer at all. You don't have to be a gamer to run a gaming company. All you have to do is look at a company and go, okay, what's working and what's not working? Because I'm a gamer, but I'm not a big Fortnite fan. I'm not spending a single solitary dime on skins. Yet somehow people have been buying so many skins on it. That's like $1 billion game. And it's free. Imagine that. It's a free game. It's made like $1 billion already from nothing but microtransactions. But again, I'm a gamer. I'm not a big fan of the game. So if I was in charge of Microsoft, would I say, let's get rid of this thing? No. I would say keep pumping out more of them. Keep doing more things with it. People clearly like it. Then you got Turner Classic Movies. I guess, man. Wizard of Oz. It says the original film. I guess the Wicked ones are not attached to that whatsoever. Dune 3. Only distribution rights. I don't know what that means. Lord of the Rings film rights, obviously that's a huge one. Because you can just... I was going to say, wow, you can make a spin-off series of that. Amazon did that. Look how that turned out. See, the problem is a lot of these companies just need to get out of their own way. That's how you can win today as a streaming company or a content company. Take your ego out of it. Make stuff for the fans. Make stuff that you think people are going to enjoy. Don't do it for diversity points or good boy points online. People can tell you like, oh, how kind and how kind-hearted you are that you hired these disabled people or minorities or things like that. No. Just make good content and you will make a ton of money. That's all it is. Same thing with theaters today. People are like, oh yeah, movie theaters are dying. Yeah, because there's nothing to watch. Nothing matters anymore going to the theaters. It's all this crap. I remember I saw when this news came out, people were like, oh yeah, the theaters are saved. Like, you weren't going to the theaters. And more importantly, I don't think I care about the movie theaters that much. I'm not losing sleep over theaters losing money, because you know what? Neither are you. And I think, honestly, COVID really screwed a lot of people up. Because that was a time where you can get all the praise in the world for doing absolutely nothing. You can change your Facebook banner, you can put up a status and talking about your vaccination stuff. You can do all these things out there. And people online will tell you what a great human being you are. That's what's happening today. Something happens in a third world country, people are changing their profiles to those flags. They're shilling for these countries that they can't even find on a map. And now with theaters, they're like, oh yeah, we've saved the theaters. Yeah, Netflix said they were going to put movies in theaters for 45 days. If you can't find 2 weekends to go see a movie, you ain't going to see it. You ain't going to the theaters for 40. Imagine for a second a movie, like let's say Dune 3 comes out. Are you going to wait for the 44th day to go see that thing? What are you doing that you have a month, over a month in the theaters, you haven't gone to see it? That's insane to think. A movie comes out for me, it's like, yeah, if I'm not seeing it the first week or the second week, I'll just wait for streaming. And that's what I do most of the stuff, because there's really nothing to go see these days, and more importantly, anything that I remotely care about. This one says every TT Games made Lego game. I have no idea what that means. Monsterverse, that could have been really big. If they would have gotten that Tom Cruise Mummy movie and they made it actually really good, then we would have got a Russell Crowe Jekyll and Hyde movie, and would have gotten this cool spin-off of all these action movies of these things, like some League of Extraordinary Gentlemen type of thing. Oh, that would have been such... Oh, money galore that thing would have made. But you know what? They screwed up the first one. I mean, was it really the worst thing in the world? It wasn't the worst movie ever made. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't something to brag about, but it was a fun one, I would say. It's like, hey, it was entertaining. I liked Tom Cruise and Jake Johnson. I thought they had a fun back and forth. It was essentially just Nick Miller from New Girl in the movie with Tom Cruise, and he was a zombie, a mummy zombie or something like that, though. It was fun, but was not a good start at all. So that's the list. Obviously, there's going to be way more coming out. It says WB Games included TT, NetherRealm, and Rocksteady. I guess, but there's only a few big winners on this thing. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and I would say DC. Everything else, it's a fun library. It's good to have if you have kids or something like that, but I don't know. I would have liked Netflix to get this purely because I have Netflix. They're like, oh, I don't have to get a different streaming service, but I don't really understand why people are losing their minds over this. Yeah, they're going to screw up a lot of franchises. I just don't really think they're going to do a lot of great things with the cards that they have. And that's a hell of a deck. They have a lot of things, a lot of directions they can go in with this stuff. But part of me looks at Paramount. No one really remotely cares about it. I don't think I've really heard anyone talk about it. Football's a dying... No one cares about football these days. No one's really watching. It's all propaganda and politics and stuff like that. I don't care. I've lost so much interest in football these days. The kickoff rule is ridiculous. What the hell's wrong with you, NFL? That was one of the most exciting parts of the game is the kickoff and the punt. You screwed that up. So yeah, I don't really remotely watch football these days, and the rest of the stuff on Paramount, yeah, it's fun, but I mean, I got Lord of the Rings DVDs and Harry Potter DVDs, so I don't need to really get this stuff. But yeah, I think it's kind of weird that Netflix signed the deal and then Paramount just swooped in for 2 months telling them that they're going to give them more money. And if I was Netflix right now, I'd be pretty pissed off at them. So what I would do is I would look at the entire list and then I'll make my own versions of them. That's what I would do. Like, okay, well, we got Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'll make my own version of that. Netflix own original series, a dog going on adventures and solving crimes and crap like that. Just I would take everything on that list and make my own thing. Like, oh, they got Game of Thrones right now. Fine, we'll make our own Game of Thrones series. That's what they're gonna. That's what I would do if I'm Netflix today. Looking at wow, they just swooped in and gave that much more money, made us look like fools. No. It's war now. And also people online saying it would have been a monopoly. They have no idea what monopolies are. That's the problem now. I think people are so broken from 2020 that they just say anything these days. I don't know, man. I gotta make a longer video on that. But yeah, do you think this is a great thing that Paramount has it, or would you rather Netflix have it? I don't know, man. What do you guys think about that?